very much.
Now, of course, immediately after the shooting, there was shock, confusion, chaos really all around the salon.
Fox 6's Henry Rossoff is live in Brookfield. He spoke with some people who witnessed the immediate aftermath.
And from those fleeing the salon bloody from gunshot wounds to the Salvation Army workers who had to deal with the victims and their family members fresh off of the Sikh temple mass shooting, this was a day that no one was going to forget.
We've seen about 10 people leave the building with their arms up, running out screaming.
And eyewitnesses watch as police bravely rush towards the Azana salon, only knowing a man inside has a gun.
We saw some woman crawl out of the front door and roll down the hill, and the cops had scooped her up and taken her right over to the ambulance, and they had taken off with her, and then we heard a loud shriek.
7 people were shot, and 4 people were transported to Freighter.
We believe we have 3 deceased.
SWAT teams sweep all the buildings in and around Brookfield Square, thinking the shooter, Radcliffe Houghton, is still on the loose.
I have 2 kids, 2 children, and they were concerned. They've never seen the SWAT team actually in action.
Just instructing people not to leave them all, kind of locking them in from those entrances.
And if all this is far too familiar to you,
it seems so surreal,
then imagine how Salvation Army volunteer Garmukh Singh feels while he comforts victims.
Seeing just the magnitude of the law enforcement response, and seeing the towers from all the news vans, it just kind of sent chills down my spine.
Singh is a member of the Sikh Temple of Wisconsin. He became a volunteer because of the mass shooting at his temple that claimed the lives of 6 worshipers before the shooter turned the gun on himself. 2 months later, he helps comfort victims of the salon shooting, where 4, including the shooter, died.
Most of the time it was just putting a hand on the shoulder and just letting him know that everything was going to be okay.
And we heard countless more eyewitness accounts of people just eating or getting lunch or getting ready to get to lunch or doing some shopping in the mall when they heard a gunshot or saw a victim rushing towards an ambulance. This a very busy part of Brookfield and one where a lot of people came together, unfortunately, to see something terrible. Live in Brookfield, Henry Rossoff, Fox 6 News.
Yes, Henry, thank you.
All right, let's be clear. We know the